Okay, next we have Nebraska. 4-8 a year ago. Finally, the coaching change there, and they bring in one of the best coaches of the offseason, like one of the best hires of the offseason. Matt Rule is in. Bring in Jeff Sims from Georgia Tech, former four-star quarterback who's flashed a little bit, hasn't always been consistent, but also has been running for his life of the vast majority of his career in college. The win total set at 6 or 6.5 for Nebraska. I guess I don't really know what to expect from this Nebraska team. What are you expecting?
I'm expecting an over. That's what I'm expecting. The number at 6. The schedule can be a little difficult. You do catch Michigan in the crossover, whatever. That's fine. We can take a loss. There's more talent at Nebraska than what we think. It's sneaky, like a sneaky amount of talent there, like in the composite, like the team talent composite, which like 24/7 puts out. Nebraska's higher than you'd think. There were some good transfers that came in. I know Georgia lost a 5-star edge rusher, or a former 5-star edge rusher that went to Nebraska. Week 1 is interesting at Colorado. That's going to be fun. I think that's week 1 because week 0 Colorado plays TCU. Is that right?
And then week 1 they play at Minnesota, and then week 2 they play at Colorado.
Oh, is it week 2? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we go to Colorado week 2 then. Yeah, that's going to be fun. That will be. There may be more red in Colorado than there will be gold and black.
I doubt it.
Really, dude? Nebraska's going to travel though.
But with the first year under Dion, like especially early in the year, Colorado's going to sell out their stadium.
You think so? I think Nebraska's going to show up. I think Nebraska's going to show up. I'm calling
they
that
might.
one. Yeah. I saw a note the other day that Nebraska hasn't been bowling since 2016. That's a lengthy amount of time, right? Mm-hmm. And yeah, I have them going over on 6 wins. Of course, they're going to a bowl this year. I like the hire with Matt Rule. I don't think that's really a surprise. He's been good wherever he's gone in college. The stint in the NFL, I don't think that really hurts him. The NFL stint. I heard someone say that, like the failed NFL head coaches, like they don't have any momentum anymore, and you can't just come back and just take up a college job and have momentum again. I think the experience of being an NFL head coach, even a former head coach of any kind, I think Saban proved it. Like, I think it's very possible to still do that. So yeah, I think he'll be just fine. I think he has good energy there. I like where Nebraska's headed.
I think the schedule is sneaky tough for a Big Ten West team. We mentioned the first 2 games of the season are at Minnesota and at Colorado. Those are important games for Matt Rule to start his career. I don't want to overstate it because it's his first year. Like, there's no way. Like, we're not talking like big picture. He has to do X to hold on to his job, obviously. I do think that those 2 games could very much affect the way we view Nebraska's season, because they could affect whether or not they go to a bowl, quite frankly. Their last 3 games are Maryland, at Wisconsin, and Iowa. I think those are all pretty clearly favored against Nebraska. They play Michigan as well in September. I don't love that they have to go to Michigan State, to Illinois, to Colorado, to Minnesota. Like, those are all games that are somewhat toss-ups, although they probably should be favored at Colorado. Like, you wish some of the more of those toss-up games would be at home. Northwestern, for example, they get them at home. That's a game they should win regardless where it is. You kind of wish that one was on the road. I'm leaning under. I think they go 6-6, and I will view that as a successful first year because, like you mentioned, going bowling for the first time in forever, it feels like. I would view that as a successful first year for Matt Rule. I do think that would be under the 6.5. So yeah, I'll go under for that.
Okay.